Hey, what's up, everybody? This is David McCullough Cash. DavidMcCulloughCash. I am speaking to you here from my newly announced location that I've announced to the world where I am, just in defense of my area, my spot, because I had a little situation with maybe trespassing, and I didn't know what else to do except just publicize where I was at. And I noticed, like on Instagram and on YouTube, I could name the location, and I had just been choosing different places throughout town. So I'm at Innovation Flats in 35816, and so I noticed, you have the White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and they've boldly announced where they are, but that also gives them a measure of security that they might not have had before. And I waited a long time to do this, but I just thought, if my area is not secure, I might not be safe, and the other people around me might not be. And so anyway, the deal is, me and my dad just like scout out various businesses to invest in around here, just in this general neighborhood, just to keep it keep that's sort of an agreement between me and us. And um and so anyway, you've seen the footage from this place I worked at, and you can go see the previous videos. But anyway, they kind of, first of all, they owe me a check on Friday at 5 p.m., so I'll be there to pick up my check. But that's the last time they're going to hear or see me ever again. And I'm not going to go back there or anything, but to just be a customer. So it's just kind of, these are 1 month deals, and my dad gets invested, and there's always something they stage where they make up something and try to say, and it just it just tells me that either my dad's already finished with the place, or something was became dangerous or whatever. I don't know, but like, this dude, I mean, it's like people are all nice at first, and then slowly they just turn against you. But I'm trying not to take it too personally. Um, but I thought maybe I could sort of build my web presence, and just, I don't know what I thought I could do at a local bar, but it wasn't. I think, I might. There's a bar next door I could go to, but I might just want to avoid that area entirely. Um, but I'm still invested in Harley Davidson, which is HOG, HOG, on the stock symbol. So if I can have investors friendly to me, control this group of motorcycle people through the stock somehow, then that gives me some leverage there and other places. And so I admired their organization and their expensive bikes and stuff. Um, but I don't know. I learned the whole menu. I was not the fastest, but I wasn't the slowest either. And a guy that had been out sick or something had came back, and then this Jesse guy had been hired from their other restaurant, who, it's just, names mean nothing, but everything means something when these people like all get together and do their themed restaurant, which, for example, they had like corkscrew shrimp and sausage and pickles, and just they take personal information and then they make a concept out of it. And if it happens to be yours, they get upset and try to regain control of their investment. I don't know, but so so everything was going pretty good until like last week, and I was and I came to work, and uh, I had been, I mean, pretty much everything was normal, but this guy Tony, because I might as well name these people if they're gonna just pull this stuff on me again. This guy Tony uh, started talking about torture and some weird torture movie, and it just freaked me out because I've seen a lot of bad stuff, and I've heard about some very dangerous people, and it just scared me, and I just was like, forget this, I'm leaving. And he was acting kind of weird. Maybe he just made it up. Maybe he's crazy. I don't know. But it scared me enough to just go home, and so then I texted Ira, the manager, and and told him what happened, and then he tried to turn it around on me and blame me, and he's like, you really shouldn't have left, blah blah blah. I was like, I didn't really get the subtext of what he was saying. If somebody starts talking like that, it's just, I get out of dangerous situations before I'm, if I feel at risk, and so and then this guy's bigger than me, and I was just like, I just left. So, um, but but anyway, it was just weird. And right before I left, I saw this like nurse in scrubs with this really big guy behind her, and it was just like, and then when I got there, he mentioned something to me about it, like he was watching my place or something. I swear to God, I'll testify in freaking the Supreme Court. My point is, they just they just gather all your data up, and then they just rig this whole thing against you. Especially when I'm online and I'm kind of more prolific now. It's like it's not the same for me working at a place with this high visibility, because everybody has heard stuff about you, and then they, not just like data you would collect, but also like public stuff, and then they want to make a contribution, but that's not always like it's not always something where it's gonna help me in any way. But I tried to record the various bands back from the kitchen slash hosting stuff, um, and I don't know. I guess I made about $1,000 overall in a month, but I'm not going to be talking about them anymore or mentioning them obviously, because my investment has ended there, and I assume my dad's has also, because if we're going to be like partnering up and stuff in some ways. I feel a little, I mean, if I'm not getting paid, why is the investment going to keep going just like after I leave with no more money coming in? So, but it was a learning experience though, being just an entrepreneur, and I'm now setting up my own online professional business consulting site, which is more of a remote work, where it's actually Google Professional Business Consulting LLC, and I'm still getting the site ready, but for now it says I'm open Monday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and that was today, but I'm going to be free at least for the next week. But it just, just the time and effort it takes me to go apply, and so some of the just transitory nature of it, makes me wonder if I could find some better way to make money. But uh, and I mean, you guys got to understand, my dad is like a millionaire. He's got several $1 million. I'm not exactly sure how much. So when I'm saying he's he's going to invest, I don't know exactly how risky these investments are, but he can put more money. He can put a reasonable amount of money into places, but they don't always respect me as, and I don't know exactly what story he's telling all them, because somebody's telling them something, um, but it's good to be able to to pay to pay for stuff I need, and then I have some other money coming in. But they they tried to make everything media and everything like spinnable and narrative, and like I got this federal deal thing when I was 29. So then on Tuesday it's like you work 2 to 9. It's like they've got all the data about me, so they can make it seem relevant in any way they want to spin my hours or interactions I have with customers or staff, and it's just all like one big Broadway spectacle. And I get tired of people just sort of jerking me around, and I just want to make money and not argue about stuff. And I could have been in a little bit better mood some of the time when I was there, because I stopped using my Charlotte's Web 60 milligram hemp oil that my dad has told me about, and I have benefited from. But so I was in a worse mood, but I did that because every now and then someone would smoke weed or whatever, and it's pretty much legal in Alabama now, so that's to be expected. So I had to not do that. So I mean, I'm just talking about a small amount for like a good mood. But anyway, I left some long-winded comments on Facebook, which were in no way threatening or demonstrated any instability. It was just, I keep explaining, I used to be a writer for the Huntsville Times in high school, my local newspaper, and then I mean, I wanted to be like a newspaper columnist, but that was like, I don't know, I'm dating myself. I'm just saying, like, now there's AL.com. But anyway, my point is I'm probably making a comparable amount, maybe, but it's just another job is over, and it's depressing, and now I gotta restart this process again somewhere else. But the risks that I was facing, like, and just became too great. Like, for example, um, some guy like tried to acted like he was gonna tackle me, and then like dove off to the side. But I didn't think he was very funny, and he was a lot bigger than me. Plus, Tony's torture discussion that scared me off. It's just like they were trying to scare me off, or maybe, who knows. But I'm not saying they're good people or bad people. I just, whatever happened happened. And I mean, I realized, I don't know what I realized really, except, but I don't blame my dad for using me as sort of a someone to, because if I go somewhere, he can grab all the data as well. But if I don't, he's not going to really have access to it, or at least not as easily. So that's sort of the position I'm in. And their property business doesn't really pay me the way I want to be paid. So it kind of forces me to go find another job. But I just don't want to be blamed for losing a job that was never intended to be more than a few weeks or a month. So I guess I'm just going to have to get that understood. And in this market, after COVID and just the businesses near me, and no, I don't have a car, and once again, I could buy a car, but I don't really want a car, and I like the way the situation and the setup with. I mean, I can use Uber when I need to get somewhere, but I'm in an urban area, and there's plenty of places around here. I mean, there's some financial limitations I have where it's better for me to keep my income below certain levels to avoid like a higher tax bracket, let's say. But anyway, but I just wanted to announce, I'm here and they're there, and they're somewhere on Jordan Lane. But Innovation Flats is here, and this is my office and apartment and house, at least for now. And they've really built up around me since I got here. They changed the name, and maybe you could say it's symbolic, maybe not. Um, because my mom's from Findlay, Ohio, like FO and IF, Innovation Flats. I mean, it's like I can, understand English on some level. But I just, I don't know. It's just weird meeting a bunch of new people, and then you have to leave, and it's every time. It's never like, it's always just they have to make it so dramatic. It's just, oh, and then and also like with, I don't know. It's just, but I think I did a pretty good job. And if you ever seen Undercover Boss, the CEO of those companies go there, and their employees complain they're not doing it right when they don't know what they're talking about. They're just being jerks. And and I'm still, I just as I start to get like like proficient on everything, then they then they fire me. But maybe they had already. I guess my dad's moving at his own speed, and I would be concerned, I guess, if these investments went on for too long. So I guess a month is reasonable to get whatever information and make whatever investments he wants to make. But I'm not going to name the place, and I'll be there Friday at 5 to pick my check up. And after this firing last week, they said be there at 5, and I had to wait a little bit longer. And they might have done that just to try to make me mad or something. But I'm not gonna lose my cool over some staged, pre-planned stuff. But I don't know. If, it it just sucks not being able to save money, you know, at to for when I do lose a job, and it wasn't really a losing a job situation. It was just, um, I don't know. I mean, and like I said, the guy that, and they also, um, well, the last time I worked, the boss Louis Grant and Trina Grant, the owners, um, told me to stop, to not YouTube the band. And I had been doing just some YouTube videos and podcast about their stuff, and but he didn't say that till the end, so I think he did appreciate it, and I'm not gonna erase it or anything. But it's just where I'm at in my life, and if I want to make higher income, I'm gonna have to take bigger risks that might cause me to lose um, some existing income streams. So, by the way, I'm David Trump on Facebook for the next like 50 days or so, and then I may change that again. But I got a ton of attention for doing that, and that's what I was trying to get. And I hear that Donald Trump is back. He's going to be doing a TV special, or he's going to be doing something where getting back into the media. But I'm a more I don't I'm more of an independent, so I can sort of choose whichever party I want based on who is currently there. But on my podcast, on which is on Spotify, uh, and it is called Tech Talk. Uh, oh, and I'm watching Shark Tank on mute right now, and they, I always take it personal when they start criticizing some guy's invention or startup as if it pertains to me somehow. But I'm not gonna go back and complain and talk about this. It's time to move on. You know, when a job ends, it ends. This isn't like the old days when you had a job for like 30 years and then retired. At least not in the real business world where, you know, that's just a construct of a parent or a fund they left for you and some people they left to, you know, baby you and like give some fake investment. Like when people really making money have to find like what's going on really quickly and then just invest however, but not just pour money into some some stupid job that isn't going anywhere. So I hope. Uh oh, I'm almost out of time, so I got to go. Dave McCullough Cash.